I am your biology ma'am. Now I am going to take a lesson plant anatomy and plant physiology. So already you know that plant anatomy means the outer structure of a plant and plant physiology means the process function of a plant. So in this lesson we want to read about plant anatomy and plant physiology. So all this plant anatomy and plant physiology, first we know that what is atom, what is molecule, what is organelles, cells and tissues. So small atoms are combined to form a molecules, and these molecules are form a organelles. These organelles form a cell, then cells combine to form a tissue. In this chapter, first we know that tissues. So tissue. So in this lesson we know see two tissues. One is a meristematic tissue and another one is a permanent tissue. The tissue system is started by Sachs. So the scientist Sachs describe the tissues in a three manner in a plant. One is a dermal, another one is a ground, another one is a vascular tissue. Dermal tissue or epidermal tissue is the outer layer of a plant. Next one, ground tissue. So ground tissue is formed in a cortex region. Vascular tissue, so the inner part of the plant cross section we see the vascular tissue. So dermal or epidermal tissue form a outer part of a cell. In this dermal or epidermal, one layer of a cell is present. It is called as a cuticle. So in some plant we see, that means in the plant structure, so when you take a cross section in the leaf or a root or a stem region, we see this tissue layer under the microscope. So first in a two type of a tissue layer, cortex and that means dermal or epidermal region, we see the two layer of tissues, that means cells, cuticle and epidermic region. So in a leaf we see the cuticle. So cuticle is a thicker region of a plant or outer layer of a epidermic region. So in this cuticle, avoid the water vaporization. So next in this leaf we see that what is that? Stoma. So small stomas are seen in a cross section of a leaf. So the stomas is used for in a plant leaf region. Next we see the epidermic region. In a root we see the epidermic has in a epidermic tissue layer. So in this, through this air only, waters and minerals are entering in a cells. So next we go to cortex region. The cortex region is made up of ground tissue. The ground tissue is having three types of tissue. Then parenchyma cells of tissue, collenchyma cells of tissue and sclerenchyma tissues. In this majority, 90% of cortex is made up of parenchymal cells. So in this parenchymal cells function is food storage. So food storage, photosynthesis, in all the things are taken part in a cortex region. In a cortex region, that is the help of a ground tissues. So next we go to cortex region with the help of a ground tissue. That means parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma type of a tissues. Then vascular tissues. So vascular tissue, there we see the two types of tissues, xylem tissue and phloem tissue. Xylem cells and phloem cells. So xylem cells, what is the function of xylem cells? Transport of water. Xylem function is transport of water. Then what is the function of phloem? The phloem is used for transport of food. It is a center part of a cell. So next we go to the different types of xylem and phloem arrangement, vascular bundle arrangement. First we see radial region, radial arrangement. What is radial arrangement? So the xylem and phloem arranged in an alternative manner, it is called radial arrangement. Next we go to see the conjoint collateral method. In the conjoined collateral, two types is present: conjoined open collateral, conjoined closed collateral. So what is open collateral and closed collateral? So the cambium, the conjoin means simply the phloem after xylem. In the same radius, the xylem and phloem is present, it is called conjoined. Alternative manner, xylem and phloem is present, it is called as a radial. In this alternative manner, the xylem and phloem arrangement we called as a triarch, tetrarch, exarch. So this manner we are seeing so many number of arrangement. So 4 is present tetrarch, 3 is present triarch, 5 is present exarch, or many xylem and phloem layers are present. It is called as a polyarch. So next conjoined means same radius, the xylem and phloem is present, it is called as a conjoined collateral. So in this conjoined collateral, in between the xylem and phloem, cambium is present, it is called as a open conjoined collateral. The cambium is not present, it is called as a closed conjoined collateral. Cambium is present means it is a opened conjoined. It is cambium is absent, it's a closed conjoined. So in this, what is a help? Where we see in the cambium in an older plant, when we are cutting a tree or plant, we see the ring-shaped structure because of a cambium. So cambium forming a ring-shaped structure in a plant. Joined bicollateral, we see the difference. Here the cambium is present. The cambium is present in between the two cambium. And centrally, what is present? The xylem is present. So xylem to cambium, inside the xylem is present. So here also the two side the phloem is present. So where we see it's seen in a conjoined bicollateral method. So concentric we are seeing a two method, amphicribal and amphivaxil. So amphicribal means, so the xylem and phloem present surrounded, the xylem surrounded by phloem or phloem surrounded by xylem, it is called concentric method. So in the concentric, xylem is surrounded by a phloem. Xylem is present in a center and phloem is surrounded by the xylem. It is called as a amphicribal. So here the xylem is the phloem is present inside and xylem is surrounded outside. It is called as amphivaxil. So here another one is we are want to see this endoarch and exoarch. So endoarch means protoxylem lies towards the center and metaxylem towards the periphery. It is called as endoarch. What is metaxylem and what is protoxylem? So the xylem, bigger size of xylem, it is called as a metaxylem. A smaller size of xylem, it is called as a protoxylem. So metaxylem, it lies towards the outer. So metaxylem lies towards the center. Metaxylem is near to the pith. It is called as endoarch. Or protoxylem or our smaller xylem, protoxylem near to the pith region, it is called as exoarch. So endoarch means metaxylem face to the pith. Exoarch means protoxylem face to the pith region. Here we are finished our types of tissues. Thank you.